what's up with this? Reddit an inspiration here?
So it's not a dislike button. It's not a thumbs down. It's actually, when you see a comment to the right of the like and reply options, there's a downvote option. And so far, this is just a small test in the US.
Right.
Facebook is not using it to rank comments, and it's only happening on public posts. So those are posts from public figures or media organizations. This is very interesting to me because in 2016, I wrote this story about how Facebook was rethinking the like button and never wanted to consider having a dislike button because that would sow too much negativity on the site. They didn't want people to go to Facebook and feel upset.
It's really interesting, this, because it's on a lot of accounts. So let's start with one. They flat out ripped off the idea of Snapchat with their Instagram stories and then Facebook stories. Says me and says everyone else.
I think they say that too.
And it's been a fantastic success, and you can see it really limited the growth of Snapchat at a very critical period. Now this is taking something that Reddit that's so very popular, and it really is about community. And one could look at Reddit and say, how come Facebook didn't own what Reddit's doing so successfully? Do they have that notion now where they're going to take the best ideas from everywhere the way that Apple used to?
Well, I think with this downvoting, it's more in response, I would say, to a lot of the concern about the content on Facebook. And Facebook's looking for ways to get signals from their users about whether or not they feel like what they're seeing is of quality.
Is it a fake news concern, or is it a harassment, hate speech concern?
In the comments, I think it's a lot more the trolls who come and write on anything, just sort of things that completely cause people to get angry, and then you have fights in the comments. A lot of people have talked to me, when I did that story a few weeks ago about people who are spending less time on Facebook. One of the big reasons is just the arguments that happen there between people on different sides of the aisle in the comments, and this would sort of take those comments that are maybe lower quality, the name calling and the harassment, and give Facebook a reason to see.
It's interesting, and we talked about this before, but I did some financial analysis at the end of the quarter, as I always do at Facebook, and it's really striking to watch. We saw user growth, the least impressive ever from Facebook, which is to say it's still a huge audience and impressive, but least impressive ever, I would say. And yet, we saw revenue per user was up quite a bit, which is to say marketers, even though the platform's not growing as fast as it once did, marketers are paying a lot more to be in front of those users. And so it was Mark Zuckerberg's notion of people can use Facebook less. Maybe they shouldn't be totally addicted to it. Maybe they won't. They'll see more feeds from their friends, and his notion of how the news feed's going to change. This sounds like it goes along with that.
Absolutely. I think Facebook really wants this year to focus on quality, not quantity. Now, I think a lot of the concern with a dislike, downvote button on comments is that it would be easily gamed. It'd be something that, say, if you were a troll looking to if you comment on my post and I just don't like you, if I just don't like you, I downvote you.
This is a rough show.
It's a rough show, Corey.
So hard to be me. Tell the truth. If we tell the truth here, why not? No, you're right. It sounds like that would really change the tenor of the discourse. Mm-hmm. But it also seems that Facebook's been reticent to do that in the past.
They're trying everything right now to try to figure out how to make Facebook a place where people have meaningful conversations and time well spent. Those are their two buzzword phrases of the year. You're going to hear it a lot. It's going to be very unclear to us for a while exactly how they'll get there.
Sarah Farber, great stuff. Thank you very much. I like you even if you don't like me. Fine. That's just how I feel.